Hello, good morning, everyone, and good morning, depending on where you're actually watching or viewing this from. All right, in this session, I'll be showing us the difference between the vertical and the horizontal container. Both containers are responsive. They are responsive. So some persons will be asking on LinkedIn, what's the difference between the vertical and the horizontal container? Let's start with the horizontal container. This is a blank screen, and also let's just view what I've done so far. All right, this is a land. This is okay. Let's go to the landing page. This is an incident reporting application. It's just basically a three screen application, but I'm not done with everything. All right, so this is the landing page where you can click to let's play this and see. You can actually click to view all incidents. So this is just something small where it shows the incident ID, the incident type, the date of incident, and when you click to view more, it takes you to the display screen. All right, so I'm not done with this. It's just a three screen application. All right, so without wasting much time, let's dive into what this section is all about. The difference between the horizontal and the vertical container. This landing page, I used containers to build them. That is why you can see how these buttons are aligned. All right, you can see this container here is horizontal. All right, but let's go to the new screen and do that. Let's insert. You go to insert, then you type container. When you type in container, then this is if I scroll, if you check my property pane, you can see here the direction is horizontal. You can change it to vertical if you want, but we are trying to see the difference here. So this is horizontal. We are setting it to horizontal. So once you set the width to parent.width. So let's make it to cover parent.width. All right. So let's set the x and y to 0 so that it can lap, it can balance, it can lap proper. All right, you can see what we have. So now this is our horizontal container. So if I start to, let's assume I want to insert controls to this. Let's type for button. So horizontal container places your control side by side. Let's insert another one, button. You can see. Let's insert another button. Button. You can see horizontal container. Let's give this a width of, let's increase the width so they can be bigger. Width, let's say 250 or 300. Let's say height 100. All right, you can see trying to give it a width, then height of 100. So I want to make it bigger so it can be clear enough. So this is a height of 100, then a width of 300. Width is 300. All right, we can see this is a horizontal container. It places the controls inside it side by side. Like the button 1 is at the first place, the button 2, then button 3. Now let's add another container, or we can, if we don't want to add, we can just copy this. Copy, then paste it. All right. Um, you can see it is on top of the first one. So let me try and play with the X, and so we can rearrange it. Control C. I want to copy the X of the first container. So the X of this, the Y of this now, I would go to this place and change it to this one dot Y plus the first container dot height. You can see now we have separated the two containers. So what happened initially was this second container was actually taking the same Y position with the first one, so it was overshadowing it. So I just changed it to the Y of the second one is the what I said the Y. I set the Y of this. This is direction. Let's change the direction to horizontal to vertical. Then the height of this container, let's increase it. Height. Let me just give you the random number. Let's say 600. All right. 400. All right. So these are two different containers. So you can see the differences now. The first one is a vertical container. It aligns the control side by side. This is button 1. We can change it to button 1. This one is button, button 2. Then the first one is button 1. Button 1. Then this is button 3. So we can see button 1 is here, side by button 2, side by button 3. Then you can. So that is how horizontal container works. It places your item side by side. Then for the vertical container, the direction is vertical. It places it on the vertical axis. You can see button 1. Let me still add the name so it can button 1. Button 1. Button 2. Button 3. So button 3. So you can see the way the positioning of both the vertical and the horizontal container. It is actually very very responsive, and for the horizontal container, it places your control on the side by side. So with this, you can add a gap. You can add gap. We can say let's want to add a gap of 10. You can see it, give it a space. If you see a gap of 20, for instance, it adds gaps. Then on this same, if you want to put padding right to shift it from the start of the container, so you can just go to padding left here, and let's say we want to make it 10 also, or let's say 20. So you can see, then padding top so that it will not be on the, so you can see top. Let me change it to 20 also. You can see you have positioned it very well. Then same thing for the vertical container. You can also add gap also. You can see gap is 20. Then padding left. The padding is the gap within the container. So we can say padding top, we want to add 10 so that it will not be touching there. Then padding left, we can say 20. So it has moved my controls from the edge of the container. So you can see basically the horizontal container aligns the control side by side, while the horizontal, you can do it put it on top of each other on a vertical axis. This is very important in app development. It helps you to build clean and neat and well positioned app. When you're talking about your Power Apps UI, it will help you to place your control side by side, and you can give them equal paddings, equal spacing, and equal gap, and everything will look clean. So that's one of the basic difference between the vertical and the horizontal container. And you can just, and also you can justify item. With this, you can justify the item in it to maybe let's say center. You want them to be on the center, vertical axis on the center. Then if you want it horizontal center, you can see it is on the center. Then for the horizontal container, we can say we want to align it on the vertical, it should be on the center. You can see it has moved it to the center. So you can play around this using it in your application, and it is responsive, unlike the normal container. That is what I used in this my landing page here. I used the horizontal container to align my two buttons. You can see, let me scroll down. Let's scroll down. I have button 1 and button 2. Both of them are inside a horizontal container, and I gave it a gap of 10. So with that, you can place your control, and you can neatly place your control. So thank you very much for watching. If you've not followed or subscribed to my channel, please hit the subscribe button and like. I remain Kenechukwu Godwin once again. Thank you, and do have a great day.